One.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Horror and Hooch. Tonight, I am here with lovely Desiree from Tempered Drinks, Kay Bly from Fifth Wall, and myself, Jade Astro from Fifth Wall. Tonight, our topic is going to be horror and space. Super excited. And tonight, we have a special drink. Desiree, can you go ahead and give us those lovely ingredients?
So tonight's drink is called an alien secretion. Before y'all get all worked up, I know y'all don't want no secretions in your mouth, but it is going to be good. Let me get my goodie bag out for you. So,
Ooh.
we've got Midori.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Malibu, which is a coconut rum. Midori is a melon liqueur. And, hey, pineapple juice. So it's a very simple drink tonight, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of out of space itself with that coconut rum and the milling together. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So tonight, as I mentioned, our topic is going to be horror and outer space. The movies that we're going to cover is going to be Alien, Pitch Black, Killer Clowns, and Cloverfield Paradox. So before we get started, we want to go ahead and make this lovely drink so we can go ahead and get into the movie for tonight.
It's such a cool color. I'm excited about this.
Yep. I got.
I'm gonna start with my hurricane glass because it's one of them cute little drinks you want to put in a cute little glass.
Okay, girl.
I'm gonna start with 2 ounces of my Malibu. Usually y'all know I'm eyeballing, but I'm gonna be all right on point tonight. So you're gonna put that in your shaker. And then we're also gonna do 2 ounces of my Midori. Y'all, this brand new bottle. I ain't even open it. Hold on. We was out before. So we're getting about 2 ounces of that. And
I love how you can just measure this stuff so perfectly.
Girl. She let the ancestors guide her.
And then you got your last portion is going to be 2 ounces of your pineapple juice, which depending on how strong you want your drink to be, you can actually just top pineapple juice until you want to stop. Because that's really a mixer. So we're gonna shake that with a little ice in that glass in your shaker. You want it to get cool so you can drink it. And it's got an amazing color, which is why we call it an alien secretion. And ain't no ice in this glass because I don't want it. But that green on there is why we call it the alien secretion.
Ooh.
That Malibu hits you when you first sip it. And on the back end, you get that melon liquor. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I added a little spaceships in mine. I put some chunks of pineapples. Give the illusion of spaceships.
Meet you over there being fan.
Well, see,
girl, that's creative.
I was gonna say that I put some Sprite in mine because I like a little fizz.
You love fizz.
I like a little fizz in mine. I said, you know what, this is good, but it needs just a little fizz, so I threw some Sprite in.
Why you always asking for little fizz? He gonna end up showing at your door, girl. Come on, little fizz in yours. Girl, you do.
Not even my favorite one, but I'll take it.
I kind of want to go into the reason why we have a topic for tonight. So
yes, please.
This month, you know, we already started spring this week. We've had a super moon, beautiful full moon. Mm-hmm. Actually, we're going to be running into seeing Jupiter next week, as well as Saturn is going to be close by the moon. You might think it's a star or two, but it's actually a planet. So I'm highly excited. I didn't do too much research on how it could affect us as human beings, but I'm excited to see and observe people's behavior during this time next week. So,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
You know,
I was going to say, yes, let everybody know what we are tackling um, horror in outer space. Um, I would say one of the most famous horror movies in outer space would probably be the Alien franchise.
yeah.
Sigourney Weaver, love her. She really helped kind of push that strong female lead in a horror movie, because think about it, this movie came out in the first one came out in 1979. There were not a lot of female leads in horror movies around that time, like strong female leads, like, not the damsel in distress, not the run, trip, and fall, not I need to be saved.
yeah,
Right.
Like
run
she
around
was,
half naked.
yeah, exactly. She was a boss. She was an officer on this shit. Like she had high ranking. She knew, and she was the only survivor. Sorry,
Kill
spoiler alert.
the end for him. Kill the end.
Spoiler
And
alert.
you know, Kima love to do that. Spoiler alert.
I
We
mean,
should
just
have like a special bell for whenever you're about to do a spoiler, we press it. Ding, 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 ding,
you know what? I'm gonna
Right.
start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that. Um, Alien. So the first movie, which is called Alien, and actually it spawned like a whole franchise. I actually just kind of realized that if you're into the whole Alien series, that if you kind of want to watch them as the story progressed, Alien is not the first story, but it's the first movie. Prometheus is
Really?
yes, Prometheus is the first movie, is actually the prequel. And then after Prometheus is Alien Covenant. So you have to watch Prometheus, Alien Covenant, then Alien, then all the sequels that come after Alien, then Alien versus Predator, and then the one that came after that. So it's a lot.
My favorite is Alien versus Predator. Which one's your favorite?
That one, I like that one, and the original one. I liked Alien versus Predator because it gave us that mashup, like how we were talking about Freddy versus Jason. It gave us,
Right.
these two different horrifying characters, and they put them in one movie. And that movie actually had a strong female lead too, Sanaa Lathan. So I liked her in that.
She was in there.
Yeah. So it's like you brought out the fans from Alien, and Predator had a lot of different sequels in it too. So it's like you kind of brought all those together in modern times. It's like, why do we keep revisiting things and messing with the alien eggs?
They were great.
Because that's what happened. The original movie, the one that came out in 1979, basically a spacecraft was on their way back to Earth, and they got a distress signal. So they stopped on like a moon of a different planet, and to try to see who sent the signal. By the time they got there, they kind of saw that it wasn't a distress signal, it was a warning signal for them not to go there. By that time, it was already too late. One of the crew members,
as always,
Right.
yes, as always, one of the crew members like went in this like cave area and stumbled upon the eggs. One opened, and y'all know how that little thing that comes to your face, got stuck to his face.
like
Yep. So Sigourney Weaver's character Ripley was like, "No, we're not letting him on," and somebody else was like, "Yes, we are." They should have listened to her, because once they brought Buddy on with the alien baby still strapped to his face, all hell broke loose after that. It
see?
Exactly. It kind of like it stayed on him. It implanted something in him, and then that thing came. The memorable scene, like one of the most famous scenes from Alien, besides the little thing jumping on his face, is the thing coming out of him.
Yes.
Yes.
Traumatized.
Yeah. If you don't remember anything else about Alien, you're gonna remember the little baby hooking itself to the dude's face, and you're gonna remember the other one coming out of their body.
And didn't they slither?
Well, when they were little, that's what they do until it came to the big what do they call it, the xenomorph. And so that kind of took over, and then she found out, Ripley finds out that one of the crew members was actually working for like this weapons organization, and they had a side mission to bring back an extraterrestrial to study. She didn't know that, so unbeknownst to her, that was kind of planned. And she ended up being the only survivor from that ship because the alien pretty much.
Now, you know how I am. I'm gonna look into it a little deeper. So that's them kind of saying we're gonna save the world. Mm-hmm. Women is gonna save the world.
Each pull a meaning out of anything.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna find something up in there.
Because they should have listened to her. She was the only one with common sense this whole time. And just, even when the little thing came out the dude's chest, they was just like, no, don't kill it. We want to take it back and study it. If you would have killed it when it was young, it wouldn't have got big and killed everybody else.
But that's with every horror movie.
Yeah,
it's always some weird person like, oh no, don't kill it. No, why would you take something from outer space? Firstly, you went to their territory. That's like them coming into your home. You going out there where they know things best. No, I don't want you back on Earth. You already know too much where you are. You intruding on their territory. Nobody told them to go in there where the eggs was at in the first place. And I'm sorry, I would have.
What would have been a nice like twist to me, like if I was to take the movie and just do a little extra, is like the survivor would have actually been impregnated and would have been able to come to Earth. Well, and another alien would have been.
That's what happened to her on, I want to say,
Species, right?
What was it? No, it happened in one of the
Species
movies. In one of the, I want to say it might have been Alien 3.
Cause you saw the stomach all bubbling up. I don't remember which one that was.
Yeah, like I thought it was Species.
No, that happened in that movie Species too. But within the Alien franchise, Sigourney Weaver did get impregnated, and I think she tried to like kill herself so that the thing wouldn't come out, but she somehow got impregnated by one of them. It was weird. So
I didn't remember that.
I'm
thinking I was super smart.
Part 3. Because I think it was
part 3. I need to go back and watch that.
Yeah, it's like Alien.
Yeah, I like to see
Alien 3 and then Alien Resurrection, maybe. I think that was
Resurrection.
Yeah. People, they just kept trying to do things with the xenomorph that, people don't learn. You ain't got to tell me but one time not to go out there with them.
Leave it alone.
Man, you know what that sound like though? Like, I had read an article. I don't know if it's fake news, but they're talking about they're able to bring back dinosaurs.
Oh, I saw that.
Like, they've been practicing. Yes. And I'm so confused. Like,
the first thing that came to mind.
Why are you testing?
I thought about Jurassic Park. Like that didn't turn out well.
Exactly.
Why would you do what people don't learn? You had years of Jurassic Park.
They don't learn
to not do this. Don't do it, and then you still want to try it anyway. No, I don't.
And still gonna do it. Take your butt to a theme park. Like, create a theme park or something. Don't create the real thing, because first of all, obviously they're gonna be bigger than us, and they can probably take us out.
Right, scientific studies.
Bigger, stronger, and see that's what keep happening in these
food chain.
They wanna keep going up there, retrieving them, manipulating them. What can we do with them? No, leave them alone up there.
Yeah, where they messing up at, they always trying to assimilate and take over. Just stay where you at. You already done messed around with all these other countries. Don't go out of space. Don't do it.
Don't go out there messing with stuff.
Why y'all playing? Y'all know we about to get this Space Force. Why y'all playing?
What? We about to get Star Troopers in this thing, yo. Who gonna join the force? I might join the force, y'all.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Why not?
You can be on the front lines with ET if you want to.
We don't ever last long in these movies.
Speaking of,
well, I really don't want to be on front line. I'd rather be like the behavior analyst. So whenever they get to the aliens, I can like try to profile and study the aliens. I don't want to do nothing on the front line. Let me watch them from a screen. Just take me out there. From a screen, girl.
You know what? Which
Something up with this.
Desiree, what happened in? Tell me about Pitch Black. Is that one of the sequels from Chronicles of Riddick?
So it is actually the very first movie, but it didn't start that way. So I had to go do some digging, y'all, because I remember seeing Pitch Black, but Chronicles of Riddick came out so far later.
Yeah, that's why I kept thinking like, are they?
That's what I remember seeing.
Yeah, you knew it was the same character, but you couldn't put it together. So what really happened is, Pitch Black was the first movie. It came out like 2000, and it was just a low budget film. It wasn't a box office smash, but it became a cult classic, and that following is what sparked the Chronicles of Riddick trilogy. And they actually did the movies. They had some video games. They had some books. It ended up being really popular. But in the first movie, Pitch Black, of course, humans are traveling in space again, where we ain't got no business. But this movie is actually like we've assimilated to space, so we belong there now. And it's different races. It's not just human beings. So they're traveling on a cargo transport. And one of the products is a prisoner. And he's not human. But the cargo ship gets stuck in a comet or a meteor shower. It goes down on this unknown planet, and they're trying to repair it. A couple people died in the crash, and now they're looking for everybody else to kind of put them together. In the meantime, that prisoner escapes. And there's a guy on there that's like an officer. He's more of a bounty hunter, but he presents himself as an officer. And he's supposed to be keeping up with the prisoner. So he's got these folks believing this dude's a cold hard killer. Y'all got to watch out for him. He's taking out everybody. The beginning of that movie is very psychological. So it's more like a thriller in the very beginning because he's getting into their brain. And he's telling them, y'all got to watch out for me, but I'm not the real threat on this planet. Because he's really the only one who knows what's going on. They end up on this planet with 3 suns, as in sun in the sky. And it's never dark. So they're like, okay, we're going to fix this ship. We're going to get out of here. Lo and behold, they would come at the time of year where there's going to be an eclipse. And there's like a little scene where one of the guys goes missing and you think the prisoner did it, which, I'm sorry, the prisoner's Vin Diesel, y'all. That's actual Riddick. You think he did
You know what?
Yeah.
I have seen the movie.
Yeah, you just don't put them together because it was such a big gap.
And like
it's the pre.
Okay,
like
I need to go back and watch Pitch Black.
Yeah,
I need to go back and watch.
But what happens is the suns go out. It's a full eclipse, and the reason they couldn't find no people on this planet, even though they were found in towns and old establishments, was when it gets dark, these creatures come out, and these alien creatures cannot see, but they can smell blood. So the whole rest of the movie, when you thought Riddick was the real threat, it ends up being those aliens. And of course,
those creatures.
Right, the creatures. And of course, the people, they stubborn, they hard-headed, they thought they was going to beat them. A couple of them tried to get away, get to safety, they got. And in the end, they end up having to listen to Riddick to save them. But what I liked about this movie was the creatures. They weren't big. They weren't like horrible looking, but they were vicious. If they smelled you, you was gone. And they came swooping out the dark. You couldn't see them. You didn't know where they was coming from. And they was tearing you apart in seconds. But that movie led into the other Chronicles of Riddick. Like 10 years later almost, they end up doing the first Chronicles of Riddick, which bigger budget, bigger movie, box office smash. Vin Diesel was more popular, and so that movie turned out being more popular. Yeah.
So yeah, that makes me want to watch Black original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I remember the one with Vin Diesel, and that's probably because of him being in the movie. To be honest.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I don't remember Pitch Black.
Exactly. That's why I was just like, I feel like it's like when you see the movie, when you like see a poster for Pitch Black, you're like, is this part of Chronicles of Riddick? But it's like he's the same guy that is in Chronicles of Riddick. So it's like, wait.
It's like his pre-story before he ends up in prison. Because in the first Chronicles, he's in a prison. And that's after they transported him and caught him a second time. Because the first time he ended up getting away.
Okay. That's pretty interesting, though, to betray the whole time they thinking that you're the threat when it's not really you, and you're the savior.
At the end up being a savior.
Mm-hmm.
If you
that happens a lot in society. Message.
Right. Right. But it's hard to watch.
It happens a lot in society. They portray, but honestly, we might be what might say. As I also love humor, and so the next topic, the next movie I want to talk about is Face. I remember watching this movie when I was.
For some reason,
what'd you say? Yeah, clown or something. I probably started out one of those mimes, I'm a clown, something like that. Because I feel as though, like, if you're able to go on personal, you're a strong individual.
I'm weak.
You're able to handle yourself. What we were talking about. I watched it 5 years ago, watch it every now and then. But it's about come from outer space, and so fellas, so they studied. We see clowns. Some of us are scared of them around. Came down to Earth and space, freaking circus tent. You walking around like they saw the asteroid, and there's like, oh gosh, let's see where around they went. All those movies from the late 80s, early into the tour. What it is actually these drunk humans and kissing. Them up and caught a liquid gun. To feel about clowns, but that was pretty.
I hate them.
How do you You said that so fast, like I hate them.
Don't do clowns. I don't watch it. I'm not giving you killer clowns. None of that.
Exactly. And which is
if you were to be with me, I promise you we'll make it out. We'll make it out of that circus.
Yeah, which was funny. I remember when that movie came out. The clowns are aliens.
What about you?
I don't do clowns.
Kima?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I think because that movie is like, okay, I don't do aliens. I'm gonna let y'all in.
I think we have a technical difficulty.
I'm afraid of aliens.
She's stuck. But Kima gets stuck in the circus.
I'm afraid of aliens.
Desiree, what you think we should do?
You can't say aliens are.
She's afraid of aliens.
Huh?
Make aliens be clowns. That's 2 and 2. I don't like aliens and I don't like clowns.
She don't like aliens. She don't like clowns. I don't like clowns. I love aliens, actually. I would probably be that person out there looking for Area 51, 52, whatever it is.
And the thing is, I keep watching alien stuff, but I'm scared of aliens. I don't know.
Girl, you see my shirt tonight? I am proof that aliens exist. I got the galaxy all over me.
This freaking alien on my shirt.
It's cute.
And this is gonna give me nightmares. I'm gonna have to like put it away after I'm done with it, because I promise you I'm afraid of aliens.
You can mail it to me. I take it.
I don't do them. I think a movie that messed me up with aliens was Stephen King's Tommy Knockers. I'm not sure if you've seen that one. That movie messed me up.
It's been a while. I may have.
See, I don't like when you surprise me. I need to know that it's an alien in the beginning. From what I remember with the movie, it was like this town, and these people were like getting like sick, but they were obsessed with like digging. There was like this big lot, and they were digging. And the more they was out there digging it, like they just started to like decay, like their teeth was falling out, and like nosebleeds, and like they were getting like really like sick. They were starting to look kind of like they were dying, like walking zombies. And when they finally finished digging, what it was that it was an alien spaceship, and the alien was like mind controlling all the people in the town to come and
to make them save him.
To come and take him out. I was just like, no.
I haven't seen that one. No, one I don't like, and it's like my mama's favorite, but Signs. I remember we were in middle school when Signs came out, and we snuck to see this movie because it was rated R, and they wasn't selling us minors tickets. And we got in there, and I was with a friend. And as soon as the alien ran across the screen, this girl went running out the theater yelling. I was so done with her. That was it for me. Like, I didn't even get to watch the whole movie because you done ruined it. But my mama loved
that was when that whole crop circles theory was happening. You remember?
And you couldn't drink the water.
Right. That because see, I didn't think that. I kind of thought that the movie was just going to be inferences the whole time.
Yeah. And then you finally see them running.
I was like, I didn't think that y'all was gonna do this to me for real. I
think that was M. Night Shyamalan, wasn't it? He one of my favorites.
It was. See, and because he always doing weird stuff. Like I need to see. See, that's why I can't do the Killer Clowns movie, because it was clowns and it turned out to be aliens. Like, don't be both. You know?
Yeah, I didn't do Killer Clowns.
I only need you to be one thing at a time. No. I'm really not. I'm scared of aliens. Because, see, I think that I'll be one of those people that, like in the X-Files, that they come and take you and then bring you back and no one will believe me.
So I love the X-Files, though. I love the X-Files.
But, see, I don't want to be one of those. Okay, I'm just telling y'all right now, if I ever tell y'all somebody that they took me and brought me back, I need somebody to believe me.
I'll believe you.
Okay, that's what the fear is, that they're going to take me, bring me back. But what else? I know we talked about the Cloverfield movies.
Oh yeah, Cloverfield Paradox.
We did we went into detail about Cloverfield and Cloverfield Lane, but we also have the sequel, Cloverfield Paradox, which I didn't know that was not the sequel, but the prequel.
Yeah.
And because that's what, when I first seen it on Netflix, I didn't know what to think about it until Jade Astro and Desiree was like, no, you have to watch. If you watch the other two Cloverfield movies, you have to go back and watch the prequel. So I did. And that one was just as weird as all the others.
But it gave you some insight, though.
Yeah, it did. It made, like, right there at the very end, it made sense.
Yeah.
What happened with that movie? They
So
started out, wasn't it like some kind of disaster struck on Earth?
yeah, everybody was trying to find shelter.
And one of the ladies was a astronaut, and she took a mission to get like a power source. Was that the problem? They were running out of power or
Oh,
something?
I'm back, y'all.
Like she never left.
Yes, we were going into Cloverfield paradox. So like the lady, she took the mission to go into outer space because they were trying to retrieve power. I'm trying. Did they ever state what the disaster was that was on Earth? Like what we were, what was we going through down there?
I thought we were getting attacked.
I think they were getting attacked, but it was like something, like it was just like this whole apocalypse thing happening, and she's just like, I have to do this to save us. And so she goes on this mission in outer space to go and get something so that Earth can have power. And they blasted themselves into an alternate universe.
Yeah, they end up in a new dimension.
Yeah, that was what it was. Power and like
that didn't go too well.
It never does.
She go through a black hole.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, went through like a black hole, and it looked like that they were where they were supposed to be, but they weren't. I wouldn't even call it an alternate universe. I would call it a parallel universe because it looked just like where they were, but they weren't there. It was like a mirror image of, where our solar system, but it wasn't our solar system. And then that's when things got weird.
Yeah.
And that's when it got horrifying. Like, wasn't it like one of the dudes, didn't his hand or something come off, and it had life?
And it was still moving around somewhere else. Yeah.
But it was like still being like helpful, Yeah. And it had it came off, and it had like a life of its own, and it was just like wasn't somebody like coughing up worms or something? And
yeah, dude was sick. He was coughing up worms. The hand came off. What else happened? Those little things were sucking like energy from the ship. They was trying to beat the time. I can't remember everything that happened, but it was another one of them weird scenarios.
Yeah, and the main character, she saw that she found a crew member that she thought was on the crew that when she was in space the last time, but it was in a parallel universe. It wasn't the same person.
Yeah, he was from the other dimension.
And she also saw that her family was still alive because, like, the main character, she still had her husband on Earth, but their children died within this disaster that was taking place. But in this parallel universe, her family was still alive and well, and her old crew member was like, "Look, you just stay in this universe
and be with them." Yeah.
And she was like this close to doing it until she realized that the alternate her was still alive too. And it would not make no sense to have two of them. Like, she really wanted to go and see her kids again, but a parallel universe is not us though. Even though they look like us, they have the same things as us. It's not us. You kind of like.
What'd you say there? You said us. How many times did you say us?
Hey. Hey. But and so that's what I thought it was like different, because she and they kind of was, she was kind of battling like, if I stay in this alternate universe, everything will be okay. They're not going through like an apocalypse like we are. It's just it's in our universe that this is taking place. Like, screw Earth, our Earth, and let me stay in this Earth. But she couldn't, with good conscience, do that. You see what I'm saying? Because she knew that her husband was still alive though, in the real her universe, and she would never. She told him that she would come back, and if she would have stayed, she would never see him again. And plus, she kind of figured out that old crew member was shady anyway.
Yeah, I think he was trying to stop them from succeeding in fixing to get back to a dimension and saving everything. But it's been a long time since I watched that movie, so I would have to watch it again. Last I checked, it was still on Netflix though.
Yeah, they weren't, and it was one person that was shady, and then like a girl that was like that they found trapped that was like in the closet. That was an old crew member, but like they were just like shady people there, and she's just like, okay, who do I trust? Are both of y'all being shady? Who's the shady one? How do we make it back home at this point? Because it was just weird stuff happening in this parallel universe, which should have been a clue. It's like, don't don't abandon what you have because the grass looks greener on the other side. All the weird stuff that was happening on the ship should have been a clue as to why, if she would have like taken that offer and went to the parallel universe, that it wouldn't have worked.
Right.
That's how I saw it. I was like, it's too many clues in the parallel universe that's saying don't stay here.
Yeah.
It was just too much weird stuff that was happening on that spaceship. And then, that's when they kind of ended it at the to show that it led to the Cloverfield movie. So even though they successfully got power to Earth, they brought back in creatures from that alternate universe. And then that's what led us into the Cloverfield movie.
And it makes sense that that's what happened. And it explains. You know what happened, you guys or ladies? I got caught up in that cotton candy. Talking about those killer clowns. Like, I had to escape. So I'm back now, back on the scene. I see that we're talking about Cloverfield Paradox. There's a movie that I did not mention in the beginning that I want to bring up. Do y'all remember X-Files when they made it a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like, we were just talking about X-Files, and I'm just like, I don't want to be one of those people on X-Files that get abducted and then brought back and nobody believes them, because that's like one of my fears, is that will happen.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't even like take it. I would look at the upside. Like, even though I'm being abducted, at least I can like observe my, enemy and see what the heck they're trying to do. Honestly, each time in the X-Files, it seems as though they was trying to create hybrid. Like they were taking pieces of the human anatomy and trying to figure it out. And then also when they got with a female, they would like take some things from like their ovaries and try to create a baby. Like that's what I get from it.
I just thought they was trying to drive Mulder crazy.
He was going full, wasn't it?
I think they were just after him.
Man, I felt so bad for him though, because nobody really believed him. And I remember staying up late. My grandma would let me watch it. My auntie, my mom, like you would just hear. It's like, yay, X-Files.
Oh yeah, but my mom and my older sister would let me watch it because it did come on like super late at night.
Yeah, it's about 12.
Me being the night owl that I am, I was always like,
I'm up anyway. Why not?
TV.
Watching it. That's probably why I'm afraid of aliens now. Watching X-Files at like 5.
We gotta get you out of that. I'm excited about the friendly guest in the atmosphere because we can't be the only ones out here.
I am too. I'm not afraid. I just feel as though we're afraid because it's unknown. But honestly, I feel as though they might be more advanced than we are. Because I feel as though our species is ignorant as hell.
Not as hell.
As hell, girl. You heard me. Excuse my language. But for us to believe, and I'm talking about the majority, because if you talk about aliens to the mass population, they're going to think you're crazy. But I really feel as though the aliens have already been here. They've been studying us. They're already integrated into our population.
That's why I don't understand why people think you just gonna go out there and ain't nothing weird gonna happen. You
Okay.
you
Like,
going out into their territory, okay? Expect some craziness and foolishness to happen. That's different if they come here, which we'll do, eventually we'll do a alien invasion live
yeah.
chat, when they
That's
come here. But when we go out there, we're just flapping in the breeze. We're in their territory. We're just open to be attacked because we're not ready for that out there.
Do you think there will ever come a time when, because we're going to be exposed to going out there because they're going to do it, obviously. They're already talking about having a whole, military for that.
And it's actually a company that is ran by a billionaire. He is trying to create hotels in space.
Girl, they got Amazon already talking about doing trips to go on, outer space just to go see different planets and things. So they're trying to get.
I want to do it, but I'm just afraid of the aliens. Like, I mean, I've had it with Earth too. Sometimes, maybe the United States. We on some other stuff these days, and it's like, you know what? Saturn might be all right for, but but I don't know who live out there. So.
Girl. What if this whole time we didn't know, but there was like, how we have United Nations? It was like United Galaxy.
And what if they just don't like Earth and we're not a part of it?
They don't like us and we're exiled.
But where we gonna go?
Nowhere. We need to stay here.
The way things looking on Earth, maybe they just keep looking at us like, no, they still ain't got it together. I'm not.
They ain't ready yet. They still on TV, and we ain't even talking about TV no more.
And humans like to steal, and see, we couldn't be around a superior race because people like to be the top of the food chain. We can't get around another species and they be higher intelligence than us.
Yes, girl. But you know what?
What can we steal from them? How can we kill them? How can we imprison them? Like, what was that one? They had aliens in. They were like living in the ghetto.
What? wait.
I'm trying to drink my liquor. She's talking about the ghetto. Wait a minute.
Wait, so the aliens became the minority?
Yes, aliens were the minority. They were lower than like the poorest black people. They had
That's so wrong.
Aliens was getting wrongfully imprisoned and arrested. They were getting beat. There were signs up that would be like no aliens allowed. They lived in like little shacks and stuff. They were like poor.
Oh.
And it just made you look. And I'm like, see, that's why they don't come over here, because they know humans don't know how to act right. They don't know how to assimilate other people, and they made them like literally like the lowest life forms.
Okay, this is just me because I think the whole like alien drink done kicked in, but I got a question. Have y'all ever noticed that we call people that's from different countries aliens?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, why do you think we do that as being from the United States, we say alien when they're freaking from a different country and they're still human?
That's that superiority complex.
Because United States have had a history of calling people the wrong things.
Girl, we know what I'm saying. They say we Indian.
Exactly.
Somebody in your family, grandma, and uncle, cousin, grandma.
Yeah, we just had a history of just not labeling things correctly. Just because they.
But what if that's their way, the government's way of like desensitizing you to alien?
I don't think they want to desensitize us to it. I think they want to cover it. I don't think they want. My theory is that they don't want everybody to know because of mass hysteria. I think if you got a small group of people to know, you can control their reaction. But when you tell everybody, they're subject to the people who will think the worst of it. Because, like, we could say, they're probably not that bad and we should probably get to know them. But then you have like crazy people that's like, no, like they're trying to kill us. Then you got another group over here that's like, no, we have to control them. So it's just like, I don't think they want us to know because it's too many. It'll be too many opinions.
But then at the same time, I feel as though they're piecing it. They're giving us bit by bit, like breadcrumbs. Because who's to say that it's not even parts of the government that's like dropping these YouTube videos, letting us know about different like conspiracy theories, and I just feel like they're trying to expose it little bit by little bit. I mean, they even used Trump to say we got like another like Marine Corps. We're gonna have Star Troopers.
I mean, I could say some things, but I don't want the FBI knocking on my door, so I'm be quiet.
Well, they can knock on my door because they already on my phone.
Well, I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, be quiet, but I ain't got nothing else to drink, and y'all know I'm gonna talk deep, so.
You should have a whole bottle where that came from. Where your liquor, girl? Pour it up.
It's gone. This thing done went out of space and came back and evaporated. You heard me?
You need me to shake you one and transport it?
Yes, please do. Scotty, beam me up. Scotty, beam me up. You hear me?
My bad.
I'm halfway through. I got a little bit left. Now this was up here.
Girl,
so I got a little bit left. And I got me some more in the refrigerator in my shaker.
Me too, but I just don't feel like moving. That's all.
I be sipping. I be having to sip so I can stay, legit for the live. I don't want to be over here sipping, talking crazy.
Desiree, you be giving us these good drinks and we can't help but sip.
I'm not sipping. This one right here, I ain't gonna lie. Like, honestly, that Millen liqueur was so freaking good. I think I can sip that by itself. Like,
you can. It's a good one by itself.
I'm trying to throw some Sprite in there.
Get you a little fizz to it.
Yep.
Okay, what if I
Sprite in there get you a little fizz?
A little fizz. I don't want a little fizz. I'm gonna call it out. What if I mix it with Prosecco? Because I love Prosecco.
You can do a little Prosecco. Just do a hint of it in your Prosecco. You'll be good.
Okay, because it really tastes so good.
Oh goodness.
Guess what I'm gonna see tonight, you guys or ladies? Guess what I'm gonna see?
You gonna see my movie?
Look, don't tell us yet. Okay. We're gonna get to that. So everybody, I want to let everybody know that the Fifth Wall has partnered with The Score, and we are doing an event tomorrow night at Artisan Bar and Gallery. Yes, so please stop by. This is going to be one of many collaborations between the Fifth Wall and The Score. It's art, it's live music, it's drinks. Go and enjoy the fun. Support The Score, support the Fifth Wall.
Positive vibes.
Partnership.
I will be
shout
there.
out to Rogue for bridging the gap with this partnership. We love her. And if you listen,
Desiree will be there with the tempered drinks now.
Yeah,
I ain't making no drinks tomorrow. I'm just partaking, but I'll be there. Come out, see me, socialize. I'll be there.
Girl.
Ain't missing no drinks though. Y'all got to buy them at the bar.
Okay, girl, make them spend that money. They got coin.
Yes, please come out and party with the Fifth Wall and The Score tomorrow. They have a big show lined up with a lot of acts and stuff. So please support it. Yes, it's gonna be
I wish I was
one of many. One of many. Follow us on social media, The Fifth Wall and The Fifth Column. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow Temper Drinks on Instagram and Facebook. And which brings us now to our next show. Where are you going tonight, Jade?
Hey, so tonight I am going in a drive-in, first of all. I'm going to a drive-in movie. Old school. I'm going to enjoy my food, y'all. But guess what I'm going to go see? I am going to go see Us.
Woohoo!
Yes, it is in theaters. Jordan Peele has been doing his thing. You know, he had Get Out. Now he has Us that is out in theaters, and I'm super excited. I'm a fan. I've been a fan when he started out with his comedy. Now he's into the mainstream with his horror. He got me on hook. So, are you all going to go see it soon?
Most definitely. I'm shooting for Sunday. I'm gonna
Okay.
go see it. Anything that's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, go check it out. They never give 100. You gotta watch it.
Yes, they always have something terrible to say, even if it's a good movie. So they must really thought highly of this one. So I was going to support Jordan Peele anyway because he's becoming one of the new masters of horror, one of the first Black people to be called that, which I admire him for.
Okay.
So we are giving you guys 2 weeks now to go see us.
Dos.
Because in 2 weeks, that's going to be our topic for our next discussion. So everybody, yes, go see us, support Jordan Peele, and next live chat and next podcast, it will be us. I know you guys are going to want an outlet to talk about it. I heard that there are so many different social and political kind of topics and undertones, and Jordan likes to call himself his genre is like social thriller, so he's going to have a lot of different elements in that movie to discuss. I'm excited, so hold your spoilers, hold your excitement, because we're going to talk about it right here on Horror and Hooch on the next live chat in 2 weeks. So that gives everybody time to go see it. That gives us time to see it, analyze it, come with your questions, come with your theories and your philosophies, what you like, what you don't like, because we're going to get into it all then. Thank you guys for being here with us. If you missed this live chat, it's going to be reposted on all of our social media pages, YouTube, and the podcast will be uploaded to Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher. So if you follow those, catch the upload of the podcast. And we will see you guys in 2 weaks to discuss us.
Catch a drink recipe on Temper Drinks at Instagram.
Let me get my little...